pizza tomorrow night. So it starts here. It's Friday morning. I'm just going to show you how quickly we make a poolish. So I do a poolish normally for 24 hours, but it is very, very simple. And let me just show you how to do it. There's an app called Pizza, P-I-Z-Z-A-P-P, and it's got all of the things on there. And all you do is you simply follow that recipe, and it is that simple and that fast. So basically, you put all your things, how many balls you want, how heavy you want, or what the weight of your balls you want to be, and everything then gets calculated for you. So for this, okay, we've got a few things that we need. Obviously, we need the flour, we need the yeast, we need the water. Then we need some scales, some normal kitchen scales. You probably would benefit from getting yourself some drug dealer scales as well, because obviously when you're dealing with smaller amounts, these probably won't give you the accuracy. But let's just do it together, really, really simple. So the first thing we need to do is we need 193 grams of flour. So I use this pizza flour. Make sure you're using 00 flour. And like I say, I need 193 grams. So let's give it 193 grams. Okay, so put that to one side now. So next thing we need is, how much water do we need? Let's have a look. We need 193 grams of water. Make sure you tear your scales again. 100. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, when you're doing your poolish, you're going to leave it overnight. So just get yourself a Tupperware container like so. And what you're going to do then is simply pour the water into there. You're then looking to get your yeast. So let's have a look what we got for yeast. That's going to be 0.014. I always tend to put a little bit more yeast in, because the yeast I tend to get, and I use dry instant yeast, but the yeast I tend to get is normally crap. So I normally put a little bit more. So it says 0.14. I'll probably put a gram in. I won't. I'll put 0.3. Okay, I'll put 0.3, and then all you're going to do then is yeast, water, put it in, and then what you're going to do is just stir it around just for a few minutes, just to get that to dissolve a little bit before you then put the flour in. And it's this easy, guys. Like I say, people are, I don't want to do a poolish because it means I got to do this, I got to do that. You'll see how long this takes. It's a 5-minute job. And then I normally just keep it out of the fridge for about an hour if you can, and covered, and then I chuck it in the fridge till tomorrow morning. And I've done same day dough, I haven't done mental stuff like 24, 48 hours, but I find that this works probably the best. So as you can see now, simple now. Yeast is now starting to, well, it's probably dissolved now. So in with the flour. A little bit at a time, and just stirring it around, making sure you're getting all of the flour in like so. In with the last little bit. Make sure you get all of the flour in the mixture, in the water. Again, if you're using a rectangle container like this, make sure you get right in those corners. And that is it, guys. That is it. How long did that take me? Minutes, okay? And I guarantee you, your pizzas will come out better if you do a poolish. If you disagree with me, however, chuck something in the comments. So like I say, this will stay out of the fridge now for about an hour, uncovered. I'll then chuck it in the fridge for 24 hours, and then I'll add the rest of the ingredients and then make the full dough tomorrow morning. So I'll see you tomorrow morning.